Hello everybody, welcome back to Josh Gets Lost. Today's task is simple. Go to another fortress, get blaze rods, maybe find an armor trim and other treasure. Let's go. All right, so you can see here, I've got a few things ready to go. Some blocks for making markers and paths, some good weapons, specifically a sword with looting 3, which will be really important. We're not wasting any time today. Let's get in the Nether. Right, and the fortress we found is directly down our path. So we're going to head over to by where our swamp village portal is. If I knew how to jump, that would be easier. All right, just double checking around. I brought some gold in because I would like to trade with some piglins. Uh-oh, we spotted our first hoglin of the series. These guys, oh, I hate these guys. They are delicious though. You can cook them up, get some pork chops. All right, so not any piglins right around there, just the zombie ones, which are kind of useless. Here we go. Avoid looking at this Enderman while I get you down. I should have brought a boat. I'm not sure why I didn't bring a boat. But I can lure this guy down there with that and trap him in a hole. There we go. And let's see what he will give us. Some crying obsidian. All right, we are hoping for fire resistance potions, which is admittedly a rare drop of these guys, but can be a real lifesaver when we are in the Nether fortress. So if we get catty corner here, we can sometimes pick things up, or just get up here where he can throw stuff to us. Here you go. Looks like he has some string down there. Don't really need that. We have a spider farm, which we have more string than I will ever know what to do with. No, I don't want string. Can you give me good stuff, man? Let's trade. I'm giving you gold, man. Nether brick. Blackstone. Fire charge. Obsidian. That's something. A bottle of water. That's not a potion. More obsidian, more obsidian. Gravel, yay. Oh, crying obsidian. So go pick that up. More fire charge up. And I'm out of gold and alas, nothing good. Well, that was a big waste of gold. All right. Let's head down our path to the Nether fortress. Just double check there's no ghast waiting to shoot us or anything. All right. Now it's only about 70 blocks down here. So we kind of really lucked out coming in this direction. Thank you, Swamp Village, for making that possible. And here we are. All right, grabbed a little bit of that gold there. And now we're going to head in. Ooh, looks like we got quite a fall over that way. So let's make sure to baby-proof this a little, because I might be running out of here, scared out of my wits, and yeah, I don't want to just run off the edge of a cliff. Now, if you remember, we did a little bit of this when I found it. I don't remember if I showed that on the video, but you always want to make, as you go through another fortress, some little 3-high barriers. This is because one of the mobs in the Nether fortress, one of the more deadly mobs, is a wither skeleton, and they are 3 blocks tall. So if you consistently kind of make these little 3-block tall kind of threshold things to walk under, basically means you'll have little cordoned off spots that you can escape from the wither skeletons if they should happen to spawn. Although I don't anticipate a lot of spawns because we are in a Nether wastes, and yeah, there's a lot of other things spawning all around us, and there's not going to be as much spawning right here in the fortress. So let's get these little crossroads kind of marked off. There we go. And I definitely want to use torches to kind of light up the different directions that we're going and mark our way home. Now, usually if a little thing like this heads off into Netherrack, it usually is kind of a dead end, but you can always dig in a little and see. You can see the fortress bricks stopping. All right, let's head downstairs. See what's going on down there. Give ourselves a little light. All right, always be careful coming down the stairs. Obviously, we don't have the 3 high right there to protect us. Looks like we got another staircase down. Double staircase. All of these nether fortresses are a little different in their layout, so marking where you go, I brought obviously some blocks that aren't native to the region so that you can clearly tell places that I've been by where I've marked off my little height limiters. My little limbo sticks, I guess you could call them. I don't really know what to... Yeah, you know a better name for the little 3-block tall limbo sticks that I'm putting up there. There we go. All right, that's where we came in up there. Let's head down this way. Before we get to the intersection, let's do that. That way, if we see something right around the corner, we can get back here and be defended against it. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a cliff on the right side. Let's fill in that. Okay, we've got a safe spot here. Now, there are a lot of mobs around, and you can kind of tell occasionally I had some issues with a little bit of lag in this area. So normally I run a few mods to help. Ooh, we just spotted something good. Normally I run a few mods on my servers and stuff to improve performance, but since I'm trying to do more vanilla, we've not introduced those yet. So that may be happening sooner, though. As we build more and more things, lag's going to be an issue. And there is one of the monsters of the Nether Fortress, the Fiery Blaze. They are basically towering inferno tornadoes that will pop up, and they drop something very important called a blaze rod. You can see we got an important advancement there into fire. Let's make sure we don't fall off that. And you can actually see right up here where they just came in is the blaze spawner. And this is an important feature that's found often in nether fortresses and is very important. You can build farms with these for XP, for the blaze rods themselves. They have a lot of different uses. I'm going to go ahead and get this safeified before I head up in here. But this is one of the things that we wanted to get. Now, blaze rods have a ton of uses in Minecraft. One is just simply you could use them as fuel in like a furnace to burn things. That's something people do. You can also break them into 2 pieces of blaze powder, which is important because you need those to run the brewing stand to make potions. And so that is a very important component that blaze rods do. And another thing is the blaze powder also combines with the ender pearls to make something called Eyes of Ender, which we'll probably talk about some in the next episode. But for now, we're just going to come here. We brought a looting 3 sword, which will help us get more blaze rods per each thing that we kill. We do have a little bit of fire protection on us, but this is where that fire resistance potion I was hoping to get from the piglins would have really come in handy, because I could have just stood in here and burned all day without taking extra damage from that. I'll have to be a little more swift about it. Unfortunately, this sword with looting 3, I did not get sharpness on it. It has smite, which only works on undead mobs, and blazes are not undead mobs. So it's taking quite a few hits to kill these guys, which means they're going to get a few shots in on me. But that's fine as long as I've got decent armor, and as long as I eat, I don't get too overwhelmed. I also got a little safe retreat spot I made out there. Well, that wasn't ideal. He just fell right off. All right, come out here, check my health. And you can actually dig these out a bit more and make a farm out of them. But for now in our series, I really just need a kind of a starter amount to go with. Nothing huge. So not really need to make a farm here. And this probably is not the ideal spot to make it, because as you see behind me, we're not only by the Nether Wastes, we are also by the Crimson Forest, which may explain all the lag I was getting, because Crimson Forest, remember, are one of the biomes in the Nether that has the most mobs. It's got piglins, and it's got hoglins, and it's got lots of trees and funguses and vines, and yeah, it's a biome that really has a lot of natural spawns in it, and it's going to keep things from spawning in our Nether Fortress as we're here. So usually you look for Nether Fortress in a biome that has a little less going on in order to make something like your farms. Now with the spawner, that does offset the natural spawn rates a bit, but it's just going to be hard. And usually what people do is they often look for some of the rare fortress generations where you get 2 of these blaze spawners in really, really close proximity to each other, and you basically build a double blaze farm, kind of like we did with that cave spider farm in the overworld. So that's one of the other things that people usually do. Now, there are going to be more uses for these. In the recent update, they announced there's going to be some very cool new copper lights, and those copper lights will actually require blaze rods. So that's something that we may have to build a blaze farm here in the future, but we may wait a while till we've explored a bit more and have an ideal situation to do it. But as you can see here, we are racking up the blaze rods just with our looting 3 sword, and the spawner itself, we are up to 21. So for our purposes, that is going very well. And I see a little guy. And by little guy, I mean one of the deadliest mobs here in the Nether, the Wither Skeleton. And these guys are bad. They are worse than a normal skeleton. They have swords, and they can give you the wither effect, which basically eats away at you while you have it. But as I mentioned before, they are 3 blocks tall, which means they could not do the limbo. So we could safely hit them from the other side of our little threshold there. They do drop bones. They also drop coal. And they have a very rare drop called a Wither Skeleton Skull. And those play an important role in the spawning and creation of another mob later in the game that is very useful as well. But for now, we are going to defend ourselves. Looks like we've got some blazes that spawned over on the far side and are taking aim at us. So we don't want to get shot at from both sides. That's not a very wise tactic. So let's get some of these guys taken care of here. Or, you know, let them set us on fire. Doing well on health. I haven't gotten too low yet. Having good armor definitely helps. The more you can kind of get some protection on your gear, even getting up to diamond is obviously helping us quite a bit. That really makes a difference down here against mobs like these, as opposed to if you came in very early game with not much, you could easily die from that much fire and things. In fact, on one of the servers that I was on last year, we did sort of a speed run on opening night, and the video is actually over on my VODs channel from when I've done live streams called VODs Get Lost. You know, Josh Gets Lost, VODs Get Lost. And the VODs are over there, and you can actually find that speed run from, I think it's from September 2022. And you can see me die to a lot of blazes because I have basically worthless or no gear while I'm trying to get blaze rods for the speed run. So that was fun. All right, let's kill you off. How are we doing on our blaze rods? Wow, we're up to 39. That is going to be definitely more than enough for our immediate purposes. That's going to be a lot of potions. It actually does, you know, the blaze powder actually lasts quite a while in the brewing stand for making potions. And it also is going to help us get lots of Eyes of Ender, which will be very helpful. All right, let's head and explore this way, see what's down. Looks like we got some of this crimson fungus tree sort of thing coming through here. Does it go through? Oh, it does go through a little bit. Let's go through here. I don't have a hoe, so rather than wasting one of my other tools, I'm just using my hand. And anything down here, let's protect ourselves. And it appears to just be a dead end. All right, let's head back this way. All right, trying to close this off a little bit. Seems like a bad spot for maybe some hoglins to run down on me if I'm in here. So let's make that a little better. And on those thresholds, putting the light on the backside pointing back to our entrance can be very helpful. Although it looks like we are at the end of the fortress here, and it has opened up into a big crimson forest around a lava lake. So I guess I didn't really need to know my way back, because there we go. All right, we're still exploring. Looks like we're on the side now of our blaze spawner that we were at earlier. Let me close this off this way so I don't get any surprises. I am starting to run out of blocks. I definitely should have brought more stacks of that deep slate with me. But nevertheless, there we go. All right, let's continue to note our directions. Let's head this way. Got another one of these trees interrupting things. I'm just getting the blocks now, I think, at this point. All right, and... Ooh, we have now reached one of the central rooms of the fortress. This room with the lava little pool in the middle is... I mean, there's not really much significance to it as far as treasure, but it is part of the interior part of the fortress, which means we are going to start finding, hopefully, some loot chests and other features of the Nether fortress as we head deeper here. I really like having lots of these limbo spots. Can't you tell? And I'm going through quite a bit of materials to make that happen. There we go. Point our way back home. That will come in handy later. All right. Oh, and we got actually a staircase down to the left and another hallway to the right. You can see how you could get very lost in these situations. You know, if I actually place these right, I wouldn't run out of them as bad. All right. There's a blaze waiting for us. I do want to be careful here. I'm not as worried about the blaze in this instance. The zombie piglins are neutral mobs, but if I was to attack one of them, not only would they get mad at me, but all their friends would get mad at me as well, and that could turn an easy fight into a very difficult one. And so, especially if the blaze is around a zombie piglin, I want to be careful just to hit the blaze and not the zombie piglin. There are diamonds in some of these chests. I forgot they have increased the diamond generation in some of these. There's also a chance for a special armor template that only can be found in fortresses. So we want to keep an eye out for that. But hey, I will take all the diamonds I can get at this point. And hey, iron, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and destroy these chests if I empty them out, just to so I know I don't have to keep looking in them as I pass by, because it is going to start to get a little confusing for me as we go through here. Yeah, maybe overdoing it here on these things. Ooh! And we found one of the other key things of the Nether fortress, and I'm a little low on blocks. So one of the great things here is usually these Nether fortresses are 2 blocks deep on the floors. So you can get some of this Nether brick. Now, obviously, don't stand right on top of it and mine down, because there may be nothing underneath. But, you know, usually they're too thick, and you can get some of these things. And you just have to be a little bit more smart about noting which ones you've placed and which ones are part of the natural structure. But that's all right. I heard a blaze spawn somewhere. It might be on the outside or the top of the fortress, though, and not where we are at. So there we go. Put a little marker there to show us the way. All right, let's get this going. Don't want a wither skeleton showing up in one of these hallways and coming to say hello to us. And, oh, this one's a dead end, so I can just look here. Ooh, some golden armor and some iron, which we still need that iron because we do not have an iron farm yet. What do you guys think? Next episode? Iron farm? Huh? I'm thinking we need one. All right, let's head down this way. I see you, treasure. Usually this is a trap, though. Who's around the corner waiting for me? It's Mr. Dead End. All right. And just a saddle. You know what? We're going to keep grabbing these saddles. We don't really need them, but there they go. Now, I'm not usually in the habit of destroying the chests when I look through these. And honestly, I don't usually spend that much time exploring Nether fortresses in the worlds that I play in. One of the things about playing on servers with other people is they like to do that kind of stuff, and I like to build farms and cool buildings out in the overworld. And so, yeah, I just, find ways to trade for the materials that I need. We're going to go ahead and make this safe for us. Be a little bit difficult with the staircase up there, but this is one of the features that you can only find in the Nether fortresses and is very important for potion brewing. The Nether wart. This is something that can be grown on this soul sand, and we can even take it back and grow it in the overworld, but we need the soul sand to do it. And you can only find it, though, to begin growing it here in the Nether fortresses. And it's not guaranteed always that they are in Nether fortresses. Sometimes these things generate without them. So it's definitely something that you want to pay attention to when you have it. Make sure you get some that you can take home and begin to grow and multiply. It can be using a hoe or a pickaxe. You can use fortune on it to get more of it as you do it. But for me, down here, my fortune pickaxe I think is getting pretty low. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that at home and not worry. Oop, more diamonds, man. We're finding about as many diamonds in this fortress as we did when we were mining and destroying the chests. Keep forgetting to do that, but that'll make this a lot easier. Here we go. Get all the nether wart. Oop, how did I miss one? It looks like this one generated right underneath this nether rack. So that's kind of interesting. We can kind of look through up here. And I see some more treasure down this way. And this looks like another dead end going off into the nether waste. And looks like there's a basalt delta on this side, so that's interesting. Do want to watch out if there's any piglins out there in the the nether waste. I don't want them to see me opening the chest, so I should have been a little more careful there. I didn't really think of it till after the fact, though. All right, don't need that horse armor. I think I have enough of that. All right, more chests, more diamonds. This chest actually has some nether wart as well, so that is another way to find nether wart if you don't have that sort of soil structure there. There we go, more diamonds, more saddles. All right, coming back up this way. All right, we did not go down this hallway. Let's make sure we're safe here. Ooh, a staircase downward. Looks like another dead end. Oh, wow. 3 diamonds there. Hello. All right, we are working our way back towards the beginning. Just kind of making sure we went down all the passageways. Cut quite a bit out of the exploration around here because, I mean, it's just a big maze and a lot of it's just wandering around and finding the dead ends and making sure that you've explored. Unfortunately, so far, though, despite finding tons of diamonds and saddles and nether wart, we have not found any of that armor trim, which is kind of crazy considering how many different chests that we found here in this nether fortress. So that'll have to be something I guess we do later in our series, is go around and see if there's other fortresses which we can find this armor trim at. Oh, looks like we got a blaze there ready to shoot at us. Let's see if I can yeah. Oh, nope, did not dodge. All right. Oh, and nope, I'm gonna fire over there because there is a baby zombie piglin right there, and I'm gonna try not to hit it because they also will get aggroed just like their parents. And he now is hiding behind them. Come on, dude, you gotta be chill. Nope. Oh no, he hit me and made me miss, and now this guy's mad. Bad baby, bad baby. You can see now between the blaze and him, I'm about half hearts. So I gotta get the blaze, but I also gotta be careful here because if there's any other zombie piglins around, they could get mad at me. In fact, let's wall ourselves in here to just kind of breathe for a second and make sure none of those guys show up. I can actually see on my subtitles that somewhere around us is another zombie piglin. They are mad. You can see that grunts angrily. So it's a few minutes of cooldown here. Let's wait. All right, I think it's been safe enough. I still hear him a little bit, but I don't think he's anywhere near where we can get to us. So let's go ahead and run back and hopefully be able to get home without having any incidents with him. All right, we are back to the staircases here, the double staircase that we came down on our way through. Now, obviously, you always want to be ready because as you move farther away, remember mobs can't spawn within, I think it's 28 blocks of you, but beyond that, and within a certain range, they can spawn. So you want to always just kind of, especially as you're backtracking, beware that new mobs may have spawned there. Here we go. Let's get some food. And boom, we made it. We made it out, guys. We made it into the Nether Fortress and out safely. We got our blaze rods. We got nether wart. We got a lot of diamonds. Let's head home. Please be daytime. I want to see that beautiful sun. Ah, hello, beautiful world. With your sun and water and not red sky. So glad to be home. And I'm so glad we were successful. Yeah. All right, let's go put away our haul and see how much of some of the stuff that we got. Hello, kitty. All right, so we obviously got some stuff from the piglins there. We've gotten some more soul soil. We got some golden tools and chest plate. I did mine some gold in different spots while I was around. We got nether wart. That'll be very useful for making potions. I got several different kinds of horse armors and saddles. We've got diamonds. In fact, we got 13 of them, which is awesome. That will be very useful in the future. We've got 44 blaze rods when all was said and done. That's it today for Josh Gets Lost. Thank you so much for getting lost with me. Next time we're building an iron farm. It's going to be awesome. So make sure to subscribe and come back soon. Bye.